Talk.
You know,
Oh!
you know that's on the jam. You want to break
I
it down like,
know.
woo,
We gotta check.
fire center,
We
fire
gotta
center.
finish that. Hello, Annette. How are you?
Oh, good. That's it. Even if you have maybe a not so good day, that song just rejuvenates you.
All right. And hello, movers. How are you all tonight? Good evening, Grace, Union Completion. Say completion. Annette.
Completion.
Oh, you hear that vibrato?
I
Ah.
know. I got to get rid of that child.
Oh no, you ain't got to get rid of that vibrato. That's a good thing. Completion. All right, good people. Thank you all so much for joining us. Hello to all of our movers. You have tuned in to Can We Talk, brought to you by Movement Worldwide. We are a motivational organization there to educate minds, empower, nurture, and transform. We are a movement to move. Yes, we are a move meant to move. We want to help you thrust into your purpose so that you can start living the best version of yourself and win. We tapped into some winning information. We have some winners' resources. We're seated at the winners' table, and we invite you to take a seat right along with us, right, Annette?
Yes, that is so right. We come every weekend. It appears that these weeks are going fast. And we talked about time recently. Man, listen, we just want you to know that we got plenty of room at our table. Come join us. Don't let time
Listen.
slip by you.
Come on, because time waits for no man.
No.
Time does not stand still. So listen, good people, we're so glad that you decided to join us tonight. You could have gone anywhere else with your time, but you decided to stop by here with your faithful co-hosts, Anita Faye Wilson and Annette L. Anderson, and get your conversation on with Can We Talk. We come to you each and every Wednesday night without fail with our transformational topic, our power tool, and our tea time topics. So we're so grateful that you are with us tonight. And before we move on to the rest of our show, we're going to ask that you do a couple of things for us. Number one, we ask that you please, ma'am, please, sir, subscribe to the channel that you are watching. If you are on Facebook, if you are on YouTube, please subscribe. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you join our group. We have a group and a page on Facebook, but please subscribe to that YouTube channel. That way when you leave a comment, we see it, and that you can leave that little like and share button. And that's the other thing. We want you to hit the like button, that thumbs up, hit the thumbs up button, or you can give us a heart if you want to give us a heart on Facebook. You can give us a hug on Facebook. You can give us some laughter on Facebook. You can do a lot of things on Facebook. So please, ma'am, please, sir, hit that button, and make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that arrow, the share button. That's the one. That's that one right there. Hit that little arrow like that share button, and share this with everybody you know. Share it to your Facebook page. Share it on your in your DM. You can send it to people, which is what I'm doing right now. I think I've shared it to my Facebook page now. I'm going in my messenger, and there are a few people that I always hit up in my messenger. I have them all on like little lists. So hit them up in Facebook Messenger. You can click that link on YouTube. You can copy it, and you can send it in a text message. You can send it via email, and you can send it in WhatsApp. You can do a whole lot of things. So hit the subscribe, like, and share button. The other thing that you can do is that you can, hello, Linda. The other thing that you can do, hello, Anita Patrice. All of our beautiful movers are on tonight, y'all. The other thing that you can do is that you can follow us on all social media platforms everywhere at Movement Worldwide. You can look for that little globe that says the movement on top of it, our acronym, Motivational Organization, here to educate minds, empower, nurture, and transform. So you can find that logo, and you find us. The other thing is that you can sow a seed. You can sow a seed via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide, or come into covenant with us by becoming a patron and giving a monthly seed. And the way you do that, how do you become a patron, Anita? I'm so glad you asked great questions. You become a patron by going to our website, movementworldwide.org, clicking that red button that says Become a Patron. It'll take you to patreon.com. At patreon.com, you can set up your account, and you can set your amount. And guess what? Every amount counts. A lot of our patrons have made their amounts for more than we asked for, and we're grateful for that. But guess what? We're also grateful for that $1 seed, $5 seed, $10 seed that you give on Cash App. So please, ma'am, please, sir, give us a seed, sow a seed into good soil. We always pray that it returns to you 100-fold. And when you sow good seed into good soil, guess what? God is going to bless you. And this is how we do our things here with Movement Worldwide. Got a whole lot coming up. And yeah, we need the seed. I ain't gonna lie, we need the seed. We need the seed. We need the seed. We need the seed. Maybe I need to do a song in that.
Yeah, we do.
Right.
Something catchy.
Right. So then also, listen, you can actually email us prayer requests, praise reports, info@movementworldwide.org. And you can also, yeah, I think that's about it. I think I got everything. I got everything covered just about. Or you can text the word movers. Here we go to 954-820-5050. 954-820-5050. 954-820-5050. 954. Okay, let me stop. Okay, so you can and that beat the drum right? So you can text the word movers to us, and that way you will be able to get the text notifications for everything that we do. All right, good people. So without further ado, we're going to get into our discussion. And y'all just disregard this little blue thing. You see that little shadow I got going on? I don't know what that is. So, and I can't get rid of it. It's like when I move this way, it kind of goes away. Maybe if I move over this way a little bit. Okay. It's kind of bad. But anyway, so I'm going to put my glasses on and we're going to go into this conversation. I'm ready to have a conversation. Did I share it to everybody? I don't know if I didn't. Oh, well, because I'm going in. Our transformational topic, we deal with the transformational topic. That's the topic where we take idioms and phrases, and we like to deal with them from a practical standpoint as well as from scripture to kind of give you a little insight, the things that make you go, Remember that song?
Yeah.
It was they made that about Arsenio Hall, because here we go with the things that make you go, So we have those things that make you go, We have those transformational topics, and it's like simple stuff that you can do and apply to your life. And it just makes so much sense when you look at it from this perspective. So our topic tonight is my next move.
Come on now.
My next move. I was listening to a sermon by Pastor Stephen Furtick. I like him. He is really good. He was telling a story about how he was watching television with his 6-year-old daughter, and she could tell that he wasn't into the show. He was like, I really want to watch this boring little show. Which, sometimes you do that stuff for your kids and grandkids. You sit there and watch it and be like, what in the world? Why do they find this interesting? So she asked him, are you working on a sermon in your head? So, of course, he was busted because his mind was not there. And he asked her, how could she tell? He said, how did you know? How did you know that? He said, was I talking to myself? But she said, I could tell because you make moves. So he talked about how, some of the gestures that he makes when he's preaching, and you don't realize it. Because I know I do that sometimes when, have you ever been telling somebody off in your head?
How many times?
Okay, like you really telling them off in your head, right? You're like,
you don't know.
Right? Should I have a question? Can we talk? But so it's like you be telling people off in your head. And you're like, okay, ain't nobody get that but you. So he said that he noticed that there were certain things that he does when he's preaching, and he's like, oh man, I really was doing that. So she could tell. And he goes on to talk about how, when God is about to speak, when God is about to move, the people who know God can sense it. Why? Because God makes moves. Things start happening. So when I looked at our topic tonight, this story resonated with me so well because we are in a pivotal moment right now in the history of the world. And for those of us who are alive in this day and age, we are in such a pivotal moment in 2022. And, we can always sense that God is about to do something new because we get an unction to start preparing for our next move.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, we have all fallen. We have all made mistakes. We have all made bad choices. And in a lot of cases, we've missed the mark. But you can't sit around and worry and ponder over your mistakes, because in this life, you're going to have a lot of them. And if you sit and worry about your mistakes all the time, then you'll be somewhere all by yourself. And then you'll be like this, don't want to live. Turn that light on and off. Like the lady in Fatal Attraction. You'll be somewhere looking crazy, turning the light switch on and off, like, oh my God. Or like Annette always says, sitting in the corner blowing bubbles. So instead of putting yourself in that predicament where you're somewhere in a corner blowing bubbles, you're gonna have those. You're gonna have mistakes. You're gonna miss the mark sometimes.
Yeah.
And so instead of worrying about them, you have to start preparing, because this is why it's important to look ahead and to think about what's next in your life. There's a quote that says, today I need to forget what's gone, appreciate what still remains, and look forward to what's coming next. That is so powerful. The Bible says in Romans 8:18, I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. Oh my, okay. Don't that thing quicker than you? I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. There is so much inside of you. Yeah, that person right there, you. Stop comparing what you are dealing with now to what God is going to do in your life. There is no comparison. There is no comparison to your past, no comparison to your mistakes, no comparison to your shortcomings, no comparison to your failures. We have to keep looking ahead, because here's the thing. Our goal this year as Movement Worldwide is to keep the information in front of all of our movers that we don't miss this pivotal moment of release. Do not miss. You're in a pivotal moment of release. Do not miss it. God is trying to unleash some supernatural things, and you're going to hear us talk about this. That's why you have to find your space. You have to put yourself in a position to be able to hear God and to receive from God, because the things that He is about to do in your life is going to blow your mind and everybody's mind around you. You're in a pivotal place. You're in a moment of release. And the last thing you want to do is be caught off guard and not know what your next move is. Have you ever been in that position?
Oh, yes.
I mean, something just totally catches you off guard and you don't know what to do. You don't know which way to go. I just thought about something about my mama. God rest her soul. My mom one time was taking me to Miss Black, Florida. I think I had become Miss Black Daytona, and she was taking me to Miss Black, Florida. And my mom would panic, and she didn't drive well, even though my mama thought she was like, Go Speed Racer. She really thought she was like the best driver in the world. And it was a running joke with us, because we always, we would get in the car with her, and she was one of those people that was always, like hitting the brakes, like, like if you get in the car doing like this, right? Yeah. So imagine being on the highway with her. So we're on the highway, and we're coming up on an exit, and she's like, well, which way? Well, which way? Well, which way? Well, which way? And oh my God. So she pulls in the middle. You know how the road splits like that? She pulls in the middle and just stops. That is the most dangerous thing in the world. Trying to figure out which way she's going to go. Is she going to go that way or that? Oh my God. And at the time, I didn't realize how dangerous it was. But, now being a driver, I do. I was a driver then, but not an experienced driver. But, and sometimes we get to that place where we come to this fork in the road. We're moving along in our purpose, so we think, and we're moving along, trying to get things done, and we are, everything is like in disarray. It's like, oh my God, and it's like someone just took everything in your life and threw up in the air, and everything just fell. Yeah, and you don't know where to begin to pick up the pieces, how to begin to move forward in whatever it is that you're supposed to have. And here's the thing. My thing is always this: when you're sitting down putting together a puzzle and you have all of these pieces that you have dumped out of the box, they make no sense, do they? No. They don't make sense until you pick up one piece. When you pick up one piece and you find the match to it, you're one step closer to completing the puzzle. And the more you go, eventually the puzzle starts to look like something. It starts to make sense. And then it gets bigger and bigger. And then you're looking for, then you start finding pieces a little fast until you get down to that last like 2 or 3, and you can't figure them out real, it's like a couple of pieces you can't really figure out. But that's how it is when your life seems in disarray. I know that right now it seems like everything is like a mess and you don't know where to start. You've come into to a new year. You're supposed to open a business. You're supposed to write a book. You're supposed to do certain things, but you don't know where to start. It's like somebody just dumped all the puzzle pieces out. I challenge you to pick up one piece. If you pick up one piece, then you know what your next move is. Your next move is to find the next piece. And you don't have time to ponder and you don't have time to stand still because life keeps moving. Time doesn't stand still. Time waits for no man. You don't have time to stand still. It's time to move. And that's the word that I'm using tonight y'all know I like to take a word and deal with the verb from a transitive and intransitive tense. So my word tonight is move. Our topic is my next move. I have to get to the point to know what my next move is. And that word in an intransitive tense, an intransitive verb doesn't need an object to make sense. A transitive verb does. An intransitive verb means to go or pass to another place or situation in a certain direction with a continuous motion. You're going to go past something. You're going to be in another place. You're going in a certain direction, but guess what? There's one thing about this. You're continuously moving.
Yeah.
Because even when you get to the next destination in your journey, in your purpose, guess what? You're going to find the new beginning. It doesn't stop until your life stops. You are going to always move. The next thing is transitively, it means to dislodge or displace from a fixed position. Oh, somebody might say, I'm stuck. I don't know what my next move is. Well, pick up the pieces. Pick up that piece, dislodge or displace yourself from a fixed position because that is not how God called you. He has called you to move. And you are to go past to another place, to another situation, to another level, in a certain direction, whichever way he is pointing you in, and make sure that you are in continuous motion.
Yeah, that's it.
And I'm always looking forward to my next move. And that is the transformational topic. Thoughts, Annette?
Oh my goodness. You're so right. We have to just keep it moving because everything starts somewhere. So you see that puzzle you were talking about. Eventually, if you keep looking, you're gonna find what it's connected to.
Come on.
And that's how life is. You got to find your niche. You got to find what you're connected to. You got to find what what you've been called to do, what you're good at. What is that thing that's a hobby? It could end up being a career. So it's a matter of putting those pieces together. And as you put one together, it starts coming to life. That's how we've done with movement. We started with the pieces, and all of a sudden, it's taking on a life of its own. So yeah, you definitely have to pick up that puzzle and work it.
That's it.
Yeah, it takes work.
Man, that was so. This thing resonated so well with me tonight. I couldn't get it out of my spirit. And when I was looking at it, I was like, that's it. And that's why, I'm not scared. I keep moving. I don't even worry about what things look like in my life anymore. I don't care who's in my way. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what people say. I am determined always to keep it moving. I am always looking forward to my next move. So that's it, y'all. Whoo, that's a good and Grace Union completion. Says keep it moving, like Annette's little man. That's good. I like that. I like that. Keep it moving. We keep it moving. And maybe we need to finish that song. That's so
yes.
Cool. I like that, Grace. You get the first bell for the night.
Yes.
Moving. We keep it moving. I love that. All right, good people. So, Annette, without further ado, we have dove in with our transformational topic, and now it's time for our toast. If you have your Can We Talk mug, you can lift it right now. Can we talk?
Yeah.
Let's toast pink. Can we talk? Pink. Look at that. Look at them girls. Look at them ladies right now. They're so fine sitting there.
Look at that girl. Look how that weight we done lost. Child, don't play.
I know that's right. So, without further ado, we're going to go into our discussion. But before we do, we're going to pause for just a moment for our quote from the quoteologist herself. We are going to pause for our Annettism, and we ask that you take a moment and just reach out to somebody, let them know, all right, now it's about to come on. They're going to the next part. You missed the transformational topic, but you can catch the Power Tool live. So tell them to come on. Make sure somebody says, oh, yes. Thank you so much, Linda. I love the mug. Linda. Yes. So make sure you share it with somebody. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We're just pausing for our Annettism at this time.
Most of my life, I was searching for this. I dealt with depression because of this. I asked my mother, what should I do about this? She told me to trust God in this. My friend did not know I was dealing with this. I plotted and planned how I was going to change my this. I was not always a good mother because of this. My children had to suffer due to this. Yet I persevered while searching for this, believing and trusting that I would one day see this. Now, thank you, Jesus, I found my this. No, it's not money, but I finally found this called me. This is Annettism's expressions. Amen. We all, at some point in our life, are looking for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, now we're going to move on. And we're going to go to the power tool, which, of course, we always say we love everything, child. We love child. We write one word. Oh, girl, I like that word. So we just love everything we do. We love it, really. I mean, when you see us, it's not an act. This is the real deal because God has really, really, really been good to us and with this movement. But anyway, there are some matters and experiences that causes people to become hurt, fractured, or broken, spiritually and emotionally. Sometimes it just takes conversation to mend the broken heart or spirit. In some cases, a Band-Aid won't do it. You need a power tool.
Power tool.
Well, tonight I am going to deal with finding balance, and we will be dealing with that on our other platform, actually the rest of the year. But so many times finding balance is kind of difficult because, especially as mothers, as women, we're always doing something, always got something going on. Like I spent most of my day running around trying to get tires on my car. All day long, I was very annoyed with that. But we always have something. There's a quote that I actually love. It said, life is a journey, not a destination. It's a journey, not a destination. In other words, this is something you're going to keep going on and on and on. And then when you meet that destination, chances are you're no longer here. Either God and cracked the sky and, he's come back. Well, there's much value in terms of reminding us. This is much value in terms of reminding us how to maintain a balanced life. There's no last and final time to clean our homes, care for our children, our families, maintain our health, or accomplish some goals. At the end of the day, aren't we all just trying to find balance or have a balanced life? Well, what does that mean actually? Well, somewhere along the way, the idea of balance has become mistakenly synonymous with being able to do it all, have it all, and handle it all with a smile on our face. Between raising children, maintaining our personal relationship, having a career, keeping a clean house, cooking meals, getting exercise in, volunteering in our community, finding time to relax, we have come to believe that balance simply means keeping everything from falling apart. So it's no wonder that so many women feel completely unbalanced, stressed out, and frustrated because we try to do everything and we try to please everybody. We want to be the doctor, the lawyer, the teacher, the preacher. The average house was a woman that she's a doctor. I don't know how many times my mom adopted on me. We didn't always go to a doctor. No, she used to go get and this was the worst thing could have happened, but she would for a burn, she would put butter on it. See, we didn't go to the doctor when we got a burn. If you were sick, you get what's that? Father John and all kinds of. So she was our doctor. She was the lawyer because she made sure we stayed in line. Look. Now she would give us our little talk. Unless you're a black mama, you don't know nothing about this. I grew up in a black household. There was you as kid, you get that talk. Like when you go out and then you leave this house, there's certain things that you don't do. You respect the police, how to try to stay out of the way of the police. My mama had this thing that, listen, don't go anywhere with your underwear that's torn.
Come on.
What if you get sick and end up in the hospital? So I can have raggedy underwear home, but I couldn't get, what I'm saying? So she was, she
always
was
have on clean underwear with no holes in them.
No, that you better not. So mothers, they were so much in a household. So what happens a lot of times, we try to be everything to everybody, and then we end up sometimes not being able to do what we think we can do. And even at the end of the day, when you've got up early, my mom used to get up early and cook breakfast, and she had to get ready for work, and then the kids had to get ready. And this kid was sick. And then when I got a certain age and my mom working 2 jobs, I had to take care of the ones that was under me. So, it goes on and on and on. And what happens is we're no longer balanced. We're imbalanced. And that's why I have to applaud mothers. I have to applaud even fathers, because they have a responsibility too, because there are a lot of fathers out there that are raising their children. So, but you get so imbalanced and you can't really accomplish what you need to accomplish. And I had to learn. That was a hard lesson for me, because I'm one of those people. I like to wipe clean, wipe clean. I'm always up moving, shaking. Like, I got to a point like, wait a minute, if I don't wash the dishes tonight, it will be all right. I am not going to hell if I don't wash the dishes one night. But I had to gradually learn how to balance and make the most of my day. So I just want to talk about a couple of things. I won't be before you long, I promise. When you're trying to get balance, you got to learn how to add and subtract. Regarding activity, what pressure tasks are you willing to give up or subtract in order to have achieve something more important in a different area? So sometimes you got to let go of one thing so something else won't suffer. To do more than one thing, you must do less of others. So we're trying to do more of one thing and then more of the other thing. But so you got to learn how to add and subtract. You'll never walk in what you need to walk into the fullest unless you learn how to do that. To do more of one thing and you do less of another. You must be willing to cut activities from your schedule, even if temporarily, in order to accomplish high priorities. And then listen, I can remember, and my friend Anita can attest to this. Without a doubt, I know Anita can attest to this, that we actually, when we were in church, in the conventional church as it was, we would be at church more than the pastor. I used to think I need to get a check because I was always there. Yes. I was always there. I was always trying, they're on this night to do this. They're on that night to do that, trying to work with the children, trying to, balance and have my husband and my children trying to work. And so I was very imbalanced. And so a person like Anita who worked there, so that meant most of her life was spent there. Mm-hmm. She was grossly underpaid because she worked more than 40 hours a week.
Amen.
And then what happens is, because people know that you will do it, they'll keep asking. Can you do this? Can you do that? And then in some instances, it's expected of you because you work there, or you always volunteer your service. Oh, I'll do it. So, I'll do it. And I was like that in my life. So I had to learn how to add and subtract some things in order that there will be some balance. When planning your week, determine which less important tasks or project can wait. Subtract these things from your weekly to-do list and feel the sense of being overwhelmed lessen. I promise you begin to add and subtract what you begin to, there'll be a smoothing out, there'll be a balance. And don't worry about it, just like I had to do about those dishes. I remember one night I had left the dishes in the sink. I get up like 1 o'clock and washing dishes. That's ridiculous. No. So now I try not to leave them in the sink. I'm still anal about that. I mean, but there are times that, you know what? I ain't doing that today. I'm going to bed. And so I'm learning how to add and subtract, because it's not really that important. I have to figure out what's really important in my life right now. You know, my family is important. I make sure that even with all three of my daughters, I try to have a relationship some kind of way with all three of them. If I pick up the phone and if I say, oh, I forgot to call Shauna, I'll call, you know what I'm saying? Because I neglected so much of their life, even though they're adults, because I was so busy doing other things that really didn't even matter. So I had to learn how to add and subtract. Deuteronomy 4:2 says, you shall not add to the word which I am commanding you, nor take away from it, that you keep the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you. So even the word of God telling you not to add and not when to subtract. Even with the word, now Revelation 22:19 says, if anyone take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God will take away his part from the tree of life and from the holy city, which are written in this book. So even the word of God, it talks about add and subtraction. But not only that, we got, and this is what we talked about the other night on Clubhouse, I think it was. We have so many platforms, Lord have mercy. One of these platforms we talked about, it said, just say no. Just say no. I know it's difficult. So because people come to you, you know why they come? Because you always say okay. I promise you, if you start saying no, watch all that desperation. No, I couldn't find nobody else but you. Start saying no, they'll figure it out. And then you get to the point that then this is the stuff they'll do to you. Because can you? I just need a small favor. We can always count on you. You're so good at this.
Right.
No, it ain't that you may be good, but they just want to use you. See, that's what that is. Because I can get you to do it. I ain't got to pay nobody else to do it.
Come on.
And that's even with my son-in-law. He fixed cars. And people will come and just stop at and just act like they say hello, right? They'll stop and, oh yeah, something wrong. My car, could you look at this? Oh yeah, no. He's got to the place. He said, no, you take it up there and let somebody. Either I'll look at it if you pay me. So what happens when you hear these messages? Do you feel flattered, annoyed, or used? When somebody asks you, it used to be, I feel like, oh man, they came to me. Oh, you want me? Oh, girl, I'm so flattered. And after a while, after you come for me 10 times, now I'm getting sick of you. Now I didn't mind the first 2 or 3 times, but now this thing is getting old. So we just got to learn how to say no. We got to have some balance. So what if you don't go to church this Sunday? It's okay. Trust me. Maybe God telling you to stay home, and maybe you need to get on your face before him, just you and God. I promise you it's going to be all right. Matthew 5:37 says, all you need is to say simply yes or no. Anything beyond this comes from the evil one. Let your yay be yay, let your nay be no. If you're going to do it. If you're not, but don't feel bad if you say no. And I promise you, you're going to sleep good tonight. When you learn how to say no, I can't, I won't. Don't let nobody, they try to stroke your ego because, come on now. We all like our ego stroke a little bit. Girl, you can sing. Girl, that's outfit bad. You got a girl, look at them shoes. So we like to be, our ego be stroked. But see, people get to the place that they will use you. And a lot of it is not intentional. It's because you're always available. Put a sign up saying not available. I'm not available on Tuesdays. Don't call me. Don't feel bad if you have to say no. And finally, manage yourself, not your time. Manage yourself reflects a sense of responsibility in what you do in a day and in a lifetime. It is being proactive and realizing that the power of choice and knowing what you have to do to have control over yourself. And I know we talk about time management, and it is so important for time management. But I learned something. If you don't manage yourself, you can never manage time, because that's so important. There's really, if the truth be told, there's really nothing such thing as time management, but it's managing you. And when you get in line, when you learn how to say no, then what happens, then you'll be able to manage your time, because your time is tied up in people and stuff, because they know you're good at it. Now, granted, I know I have had to go to people, but I try real hard. So this is how I am. If I come to you with something, it's because I can't figure it out. I know some things when we were first with the movement. Even now, I'm not as bad now, but I would go to Anita. I would do something 2 and 3 hours, and then I get to her. She do it in 2 minutes. I said, But I'm going to try everything within me to do it. I'm not going to just say, oh, I can get so and so to do this. No, one day this one thing she was trying to show me I could not get it to save my life. Then my daughter came on, she got it. I said, what is wrong with me? So, but finally I got it, but I guess because I some reason my brain and stuff wasn't connected, but I tried. See, I will try. So listen, Psalms 19:12 said, teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. So we have to understand that we have to be excited about the days that we have and learn how to manage those days and get as much wisdom and understanding as you can. Learn as much as you can. Try to learn something every day. I've learned, somebody was sharing something with me. I was like, wow, I never knew that. You know why? Because I never was open to receive it. It's not that it wasn't always there. I just never bothered. It didn't interest me. It wasn't important to me. But now that I got a different view of life, a vision, a different outlook, it makes a difference. And finally, Ephesians 5:17 says, so then be careful how you live. Do not be unwise, but wise, making the best use of your time, because time can be of the devil. So you got to learn how to utilize the time that God has given you and not be caught up in stuff. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is. So we have to take the time that we've been given, according to Ephesians 5:5-17, and take that time and be wise with it. Don't be foolish with it. Don't be caught up in foolishness. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm one of those people who get caught up in foolishness because I can't stand what's going on in the country now. So I ain't gonna go there, but I can't stand some of the stuff I see. So I was coming down the road, coming home today. I saw this truck. It had about 7 or 8 Trump flags and his picture on the. I say, Lord Jesus. Now back in the day, I'd be like, that's so stupid. He's stupid. Oh, they're so crazy. No, you know what? That's between them and their God. Because if you're gonna take the time God used you to ride around with an old fool on your window, and I'm gonna say what I say, and I mean what I say. And when I mean fool, no disrespect to the man, I'm talking about the foolishness that has come about because of him. Then so be it. But therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is for your life, and that is all I have on that today. Finding your balance. So we got to be able to find our balance. Don't get caught up, because I'm gonna tell you something. It don't matter what people do. I don't care. Anita, it really bothered me at first, and how they was changing the laws and rewriting this and doing. I said, listen here, the one who created the earth, all he had to do is just say, that ain't gonna be. So that ain't gonna be just like what's his face that didn't become the president. They run around stop stealing. No, because that was not in the will of God. So just know, don't get caught up like Annette Louise and get so bent out of shape about the laws being passed and this being people riding around with a man almost 80 years old looking like he's sitting in your back seat. On the window, like, that's weird. I was like, that's odd. Who would do that? But that's something they have to do.
The same people who built the golden statue of it.
Yes, the same thing. And I dare say they just got to find their balance. If they find their balance, utilize their time for something that's going to be meaningful, because that will pass. But you got to, now unless God anointed them to do that, but you got to find out whose you are, and what you've been called to do. So find your balance. Anita?
I mean, at first, I was stuck on something else until you got to the old fool statement. But, you're the queen of the one-liners. But yes, and you know what? I want to touch on it real quick so we can get to the topics. But the thing is, when you touched on it in the beginning of the conversation about how we, sometimes we'll spend so much time at the church that we spend more time at the church than the pastor did.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that for all, from a couple of ministries I worked in where I was there literally almost every day of the week. And we're not talking about just during the day, but we're talking about during the day. And then for night rehearsals, night classes, night services, night Bible study. And then, when he traveled, following him at night. And it was like and then all day on Saturday, probably sometimes 3 and 4 funerals. And so when I looked at my time, I was like, oh my God, I have no time for me. And I had to make some changes. And, and sometimes people don't like to when you tell them no. But you know what? I had to learn to not care. And even, sometimes that same mentality will follow. It had followed me outside when I was working in my business after I stopped working in ministry. It's not just in ministry, because I found myself pouring myself so much into certain artists and certain things. And I'm like, wait a minute. If I'm working harder than you and I want this more than you, then who's the artist? I cannot be the one who's working hardest and working the most and most excited and it means more to me, that things are done than you. And this is backwards. So I had to stop and I had to exercise the gift of no. And that's, and there's power in that. And at the end of the day, that's how I was able to find my balance. And when I found my balance, I started taking care of me. And it starts to show. It shows in everything you do. It shows in your health. It shows in your skin. It shows in your countenance. It shows in your sleep. You start to see yourself functioning totally different, because at this point, you're not taking care of everybody else. You're taking care of you.
That's right.
And then that's how you can find your balance and know what your next move is right there. Bam! So that was good, y'all. We love the power tool.
Yeah.
So we have had the power tool. We've had the transformational topic. Now it's time for us to go to the next phase. We're gonna pause right now. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't go nowhere. Y'all stay right where you're at. Just call somebody and say, uh-oh, here come the good part, Francesca. Go get your mug, baby, because we about ready to do our clap. I want you to be ready, Francesca, on the side to make sure you clap with us when we come back from the commercial break. We're going to pause for a commercial break, and we'll be right back. We want everybody to get that mug. So when it's time for y'all, when y'all see that screen pop up, y'all already know what it's going to say. So y'all able to put that mug up, and then you can get your little clap on with us, because we're going to be clapping. All right, good people. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction with Power Walk Sunday. Each and every Sunday at 10 a.m. live on multiple platforms. TNT, that's Tuesday Night Talk with Annette L. Anderson, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live on multiple platforms. Go where you can soar. That's Speak It, Orated, Articulated, and Reverberated. When we eat well, we live well, and all will be well. Go to elbewell.com, join the journey, and take your life back. You can also join Eat Well, Live Well, Be Well every second and fourth Saturday at 3 p.m. for Be Well, a health and wellness series. If you don't have your copy, get yours today at Amazon.com. That's Living Life One Quote at a Time by Annette L. Anderson. Helping us grow spiritually together. Tired of the fluff and puff of playing church? Ready to be a powerful vessel? Ready to work the word? Join Connie Green every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. And we're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. live with Can We Talk? Your co-hosts, Annette L. Anderson and Anita Faye Wilson, with Tea Time Topics, where we discuss trending subjects and current events. You can also discuss these with your Can We Talk coffee mug. Email us at info@movementworldwide.org. They're $15, and that includes shipping. Make a donation via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide, or go to our website, click the Patron button, and sow a seed of $12 per month. That's 40 cents a day. Whatever the seed, it's greatly appreciated. Be sure to follow us on all platforms. Click the notification button, subscribe, like, and don't forget to share. It's that time. Tea Time Topics.
Yes. We love Tea Time Topics. Tea Time Topics. I know you clapping, Francesca. Listen, we had a comment that I have to put up, and I have to give a bell for this comment. Jasmine always got something to say. 7 days a week, 12 plus hours a day, too tired to pray or read the word, and sometimes you don't want to hear anything close to the gospel because you're so frustrated. Having a balanced life is key. Amen, amen, and amen again. I just had to read that one out loud. That was good. That was good. All right, Francesca. I know you got your mug, girl. It's time for the tea. We about to bring the tea for real. All right, let me go and pull up the first topic here. Where's the first topic here? Boom. Okay, y'all. We got some good. We always have some good topics. I love our tea time topics. They're so fun. Okay, here we go. The first one, General Charles Mcgee, one of the last surviving Tuskegee Airmen, died in his sleep, according to a family spokesman. He was 102. Wow. Mcgee was a living legend, known for his kind-hearted and humble nature, who saw positivity at every turn. The family said in a statement, he spent the last half century inspiring future generations to pursue careers in aviation, but equally important, he encouraged others to be the best they could be, to follow their dreams, and to persevere through all challenges. Over the course of his historic career, Mcgee successfully completed 409 air combat missions across 3 wars: World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. That is something.
Yeah.
I got to pause right there and give him a bell for that because that is ridiculous. I think for all I saw in the first one, I probably would have stopped. I would have quit. Serving a total of 30 years of active service, Mcgee has received numerous accolades throughout his career, including the Congressional Gold Medal in 2007 and the National Business Aviation Association's Meritorious Service to Aviation Award in 2012. And he is enshrined. You can't read. He is enshrined to the National Aviation Hall of Fame in 2011. That is amazing, and rest in heaven. We applaud him in all of his work that he has done. I applaud him because ain't no way I would have been like, I can't do it. Yes, he was a handsome man, and we do applaud him in his service. You have thoughts on that?
I just thought he was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I didn't know it was a National Aviation Hall of Fame. So, hey, again.
Hey,
we learn stuff all the time.
You didn't know, but now you know.
Now I know, man. How awesome is that?
And we do applaud him. We give him another one because we did the one in the middle. We applaud his life. Such a great thing. Such a great thing. All right, come on, Annette's men. We're going to let y'all have y'all first little move tonight. Come on, pull it on, pull it on.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
All righty. Rest in peace, jazz and R&B artist, musician, and producer James Entombed. He was 76. He's a recording artist, musician, and one of the most innovative producers of R&B in the 1970s and the 1980s. Passed away on January the 9th. He was 76. You know, when I guess they really want us to know how he is. He was a Philadelphia native. Entombed is perhaps best known for his 1983 hit single "Juicy Fruit." Oh man. Girl, wait a minute, I'm finna read. Which became even more well known when it was sampled in 1994, the Notorious B.I.G. signature hip hop single "Juicy." Entombed began his professional career playing percussions with Miles Davis Electric Band in the 1970s. Oh, he played a lot of instruments. All right. Entombed brought his jazz chops to R&B when he later wrote and produced songs for Roberta Flack, Donny Hathaway, Stephanie Mills, and others. So this is Mr. James Entombed.
Oh, yes. We applaud his life, his legacy. That is amazing. Of course, it hits a spot with me for music. And just to, know that his life will be felt throughout history because of the contribution. So we do applaud his life. Yes. We give him a thumbs up and we give him an applause. And may he rest in heaven. Yes. All right, fellas, we're going to go to the next one.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
Boom. All right, for the chef now. You better do it. All right. Local hero. In a Chevette, yes. Elliott Middleton gives over 60 repaired cars to people in rural South Carolina without wheels. A story on Elliott Middleton, a barbecue restaurant owner and a trained mechanic in rural South Carolina who was fixing older cars and donating them to people in need. There is no public transportation, Middleton told CBS News in June. There's no Ubers. There's no taxis or nothing like that. Some of the recipients of the fixed cars are single moms, job seekers, and older folks with doctor's appointments. Last Christmas, he gave a 2004 Suzuki to a single mom, Jessica Litchfield, who described his work as a lifesaver. Some folks don't believe it, Middleton said. It's like, no, that's not my car. After a story ran, by July, he received offers for over 800 donations of cars, in addition to more than $100,000 in cash donations to support Middleton's charitable efforts. According to a recent report from WLTX.com, Middleton has given away over 60 cars since he started helping others in this fashion, giving away 12 of them during the 12 days of Christmas. Look at God. That is so amazing. I can't even begin to come up with words to describe the generosity and the heart of this man. That is amazing. We just give him an applause. That is, you never know what can happen if you just step out and do something with what you have. And look how God just added to that. I'm gonna let you talk in there.
Plus, he's a chef on top of that.
Okay, he cooked. He has a barbecue place. He fix the cars.
Yeah, wow, it's amazing. That's what I'm saying. It don't take much to make a difference. We all have something. We may not do that, but I'm telling you, 60 people have cars now that wouldn't have. So that's amazing.
I'm going to quote my sister Sandy right now because she says this, and I've said it. She said, I hope the billionaires are paying attention who are throwing all of this money going up in space for 5 seconds, that there are people who need that money in situations like that.
Yeah.
And she said, and poof, in a bunch of smoke, money is gone. She's like, please stop spending all that money. She says it all the time. But yeah, so we do applaud him. That is an amazing effort.
It is. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm in awe. It makes me want to do something. You know what I'm saying? It makes me try to think of what can I do to contribute to somebody's life that needs something like that. And there's no public transportation there. There are no Ubers. There's no nothing. So the people needed a way around, and he's providing that. That is amazing. My heart really is full just hearing this story. He's a chef and a mechanic, high value man. Bless him. Yes. Smart, handsome, with a big heart, and can cook. All right. Hey, Francesca, listen, that part right there. That's what I'm talking about. Smart, handsome, with a big heart, and can cook. Is he single? That's what I'm saying. That's what you want right there. But we applaud it though. We applaud it 100%. All right, fellas, come on, let's take us to our next one.
Moving. We keep it moving.
All right, this is a pretty good story too. Ralph Lauren Corporate Foundation launches $2 million grant to HBCU scholarship program. The Ralph Lauren Corporate Foundation announced a $2 million commitment to support scholarships for Black, African, and African American students, including those at Morehouse, Spelman, and 10 additional historically Black colleges and universities through the United Negro College Fund, UNCF. These scholarships are part of Ralph Lauren Corporation previously announced commitment to address systematic racism and racial injustice by creating more pathways for equality within the fashion industry and beyond, beginning with education. Students represented the best of the human spirit, passion, curiosity, and boundless dreams, said Ralph Lauren, Executive Chairman and Chief Creative Officer. When all the students have an equal chance to succeed, their dreams become realities, and it inspires all. So we can run around and say there's no systematic racism all we want to.
Come on.
But it don't change the fact that other people see.
Come on.
You know, so
people see, and they donate because they know, they see that systematic racism is still an issue, and people who say that it doesn't exist are the racist. And trust me, I have actually I've actually encountered some people who said that systematic racism does not exist. Okay, well then you just told me exactly who you were. Because if you have the unmitigated gall to say that, that means that you absolutely are.
Well, I mean, a lot of them people who say that their opinion don't hold any value anyway. No, they don't. Their opinion don't hold any value because it's like telling me somebody telling me I don't need to wear a mask. But first of all, I have a doctor, so your medical opinion that matters not. So most people, they don't have the words have no value. They just go up in the cosmos. Please.
So for the folk who say, listen, sometimes I get so annoyed though, and that like how you did today when you saw the person with the big old picture on his truck, all the stickers on his truck, and the big picture that looked like somebody sitting in the back
seat
with a whole lot of concealer on.
Like, is that true?
With a whole lot of concealer on. Like, did he get a new driver? But you know what? When I see stuff like that, it's the foolish thing. But for those people who think that it doesn't exist, we got news for you. This is all the way from Movement Worldwide. Because things like what happened with this money being donated to help these people, we applaud greatly. And we give them a nice bell. And we give them an applause. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Yes, yes, yes. All righty. Come on, fellas. Take us on to the next one.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
All righty. I love stories like this one. Love stories like this one. Photographers. Now, these are some names for you.
Oh, yeah.
Eva Adiam, Brad Abona, Isaac West, Ariel Bob Willis, and Quill Lemons exhibit Inward at the International Center of Photography in New York until 1/10/22. The International Center of Photography presents a powerful exhibition focusing on the work of 5 emerging Black artists who have turned the lens inward to explore and capture the unseen moments of their lives during a time of unprecedented change. The photographers showcased in Inward use a range of manual and digital image making tools in their individual practices. For this exhibition, they have created the photographs using iPhone. The resulting image moved beyond the endless scope of the constructed selfie to examine the intimate interactions and inner thoughts that make up their daily experiences as artists in the time of COVID-19, Black Lives Matter, and the 2020 U.S. election. The 5 artists featured in Inward provide a thought-provoking window into their interior lives, said curator Isolde Brielmer. That's a name for you. The revealing new photographs explore intimate thoughts and personal relationships with great honesty as the artists delve deep into the new reality and changes of our contemporary lives at a time of global introspection. Amen. Amen. I am not an artiste, but I have a great appreciation and value system when it comes to people who are artists. People who are in the arts. So I applaud what they do. And that you have a thought on that?
Oh, I totally agree. I think I'm an artiste in the making. But yeah, to be honest, I just love it. I love it that we know people creative, but now we get a chance to read about them. And find out about them, and that's the good part to me.
And get to see their work,
Yes.
Like,
gosh.
I mean, when you look at the fact that they had to create an exhibit dealing with the experiences, and I could only imagine the magnitude of bringing this stuff together about COVID-19, Black Lives Matter, and the election, all from 5 different perspectives. Who brings this thought-provoking thing that you get to peek into their lives through their expression of art. So I applaud it. And it's great to see, these beautiful, beautiful chocolate souls being celebrated like that. Look at that. Look at that. Love it, love it, love it. We applaud them and we give them a thumbs up and we give them an applause. All righty. All righty, let me get Yolanda off the screen here. Boom. And let me get the guys. Come on, guys. Y'all take us to the next one.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
All righty. All right. This is a very good story. It's a tough history with black man. And that's Brian Green. He is an executive position, a top real estate organization, issues form apology for past discrimination against black home buyers. In the 1930s, it was not uncommon for real estate agents to use language describing areas as Negro blighted and filled with an infiltration of undesirable racial elements to dissuade white home buyers from purchasing in particular areas. This language was spearheaded by the National Association of Real Estate Board, led to the development of redlining map and discriminatory practices within the real estate industry that contributed to de facto segregation throughout the United States. Wow. And some of this stuff still happened, decreasing the home value in black communities and contributing to inequitable community resources. And Brian Green, which is the guy that you're seeing now, who worked for the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development for 29 years, joined NAR in 2019. And Green became the organizational first director of fair housing policy in 2019. Now serves as NAR's vice president of policy and oversees legislative advocacies. So they have been doing this since 1930 and redlining. And so when potential buyers come, they say, oh, don't buy there. But even now, Anita, I've read several times where black people own houses in relatively nice neighborhoods. And when they come and they'll send somebody to tell you how much your house is worth. They don't they don't give them the right amount for that house, because one particular family, what they did, they first had somebody come out and they say what the price was, but they had their white friend there and the price went up substantially. So it's still going on, but to send out a letter say, hey, since the 1930s we've been doing this. Again, for you to say there's no systematic racism. All right, then.
Absolutely. I mean, it happened to me years ago. I was purchasing a home and I got down to one day before closing and the property was redlined. It was redlined because there had been a couple of houses sold on that street. Plus the market crash was coming. It like days later, the house that, that I was purchasing went up. The price went up, like the value went up like $200,000-$300,000 more than what I would have paid for it. And so people were buying up the property. So they redlined it. And that's what happens. It happens a lot. But, it's good to know that, listen, at the end of the day, God's eyes are not closed. He's not asleep. And he's going to always put people in place to have our back. I'm just grateful that we get to live to see it in that.
Yeah.
Information being accessible. A lot of times, people will be able to pull the wool over your eyes. Not anymore. So we applaud Mr. What's his name?
Mr. Green.
Mr. Green. Oh, like me. Like my name.
I think his name was Green. Yeah, Brian Green.
Brian Green. All right, Brian Green. Boom, 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 boom. Brian Green. All right, fellas, come on, take us to the next one.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
Bam. She's pretty. Pretty black people. All righty. This is Jamie R. Wright. It's not that I've always known who I would be. It was just very clear to me who I wouldn't be. Starting or growing a business during a pandemic is an immense challenge in itself. Starting a business as a victim of domestic violence in the middle of the pandemic while fighting for your safety at a woman's shelter around Houston, Texas is something that takes unprecedented courage. Jamie Wright is one such amazing woman, fighting not just for her life, but for the life of women in similar circumstances as she. She became a trauma and self-love advocate, author, motivational speaker, and ambassador for women subjected to domestic abuse. Seeking help isn't about a lack of courage. It's about real hands-on courage. When we are backed by people who understand our experiences, we can move mountains even in times of a pandemic and personal trauma. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's beautiful to see the people overcome those circumstances. And I don't wish that on anybody, but to see her rise above that and then to become an advocate to help others, that is amazing. And all during a pandemic. Child, I couldn't even think straight. And I wasn't doing nothing but staying home. How could you survive this? Start a business and all this stuff. All right. So we applaud Jamie. That's amazing. And that you have thoughts?
Yeah, I just thought she was amazing. In fact, these last the 3 or 4 people we're going to talk about, they were like, just everyday people who overcame odds and persevered. And so, yeah, I just think, number one, she's very pretty.
Beautiful.
And her story is beautiful, and it's relatable. And it let women know you can overcome. I know it don't always seem like it, men and women actually, but you can overcome. So, yeah.
Wow. Come on, fellas. Take us to the next one.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
Okay. My next one is Vid Lamont Bugs Jr. And his comment was, to persevere and overcome the odds, I have a warrior mindset and live a warrior lifestyle. People often call Vid Bugs the modern Renaissance man, a man of many talents. He is the owner of an entrepreneur. He's a bestseller, author, athlete, public speaker, and that's just a part of his accomplishment. But throughout his childhood, it seemed the odds were against him. Born with a medical condition that made doctors believe he would be unable to walk or run normally. And he went to school and facing challenges in school. He went on to graduate with the highest honors, obtain multiple degrees, and engage in sport and find his life purpose in a hidden talent. As Vid said, no matter what we want to do or who we want to be in life, we will go through challenges. People will doubt us and tell us what odds against us. In order to persevere, overcome the odds, and be successful, a person must have a warrior mindset and live a warrior lifestyle. In other words, if you want to change your life, start with changing your mindset and acquiring keys, business skill like communication, networking, sales, negotiation, and digital skills.
Yes.
And that's he overcame.
Yes.
And again, with him too, they would have labeled him because he started out with some medical issues. You can't walk, you can't run. He could walk and run, but it wouldn't be normal. And they had already set him up for failure, but he overcame that. So
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Applause, applause, applause.
Yeah.
Man, so you hear about this kind of stuff here. Now we got some junk for you coming, so don't go nowhere. We got some stories coming up at the end. You're like, what the? Come on, fellas, take us to the next one.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
All righty then, on to our next topic. Michelle Davis, take the time to discover what makes you happy and fulfilled in every aspect of your life. One day in 2016, Michelle took a leap of faith many would have considered improbable. At 45 years of age, she became a first-time entrepreneur with no prior experience. Back then, she launched Marketing Gem Solutions, a website design, branding, and SMM company supporting female entrepreneurs. Through her active learning and perseverance, Michelle's business story soon took off. But only 3 years later, personal tragedy struck. Michelle's son died, leaving her heartbroken after the greatest challenge a human being can face. Surprisingly, one day she found the courage to fearlessly rise up and even reinvent her business. I always advise people to take time to discover what makes you happy and fulfilled in every aspect of your life. Evaluate what you need spiritually, emotionally, financially, and so forth to make you feel happy and fulfilled. Listen, this is amazing. And if y'all not getting the picture tonight, Listen, we've been screaming this to y'all. Come on, good people.
Come on.
Find your balance and keep that thing moving. We applaud Michelle because it is very hard, especially losing a child. And she's young. When you're that young and losing your child, that had to have been devastating. So we applaud her for her life's work. And that you have a comment?
I just find her amazing that she got the strength to get up after losing a loved one, because it's difficult when you lose someone you love to death. It really is. And then that she was able to pull herself up and say, I got to keep living even though he's gone. So yeah, I applaud her.
Amen. So we're going to applaud her. We're going to give her the bell. Boom, 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 boom. Applause, applause, applause. Now we're gonna go to the next one, and I'm gonna take the next one because you got to take that
okay.
One, and then I'm gonna take that last one. You already know. Yes. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Yes, we agree. Beautiful Black people. Yes. Come on, fellas, take us to the next one. We're almost done, y'all. Don't go nowhere, because trust me, these last ones are something else.
Moving. We keep it moving.
All righty then. Here we go. Antonio Wells. Never let someone who lacks vision stop yours. Today, Antonio Wells is the owner of Chicago-based brand growth and marketing agency. Not. I don't know if that's supposed to be a word. It's NAMYNOT Inc. Helping businesses from startups to Fortune 100 companies grow their brand. Antonio is a serial entrepreneur who started a tech review company back in 2009, back then launching on a shoestring budget. Antonio was able to grow the company organically into a global leader in the app review industry and successfully sell it. For Antonio, most important thing in life has been to never give in when others fail to believe in you or your business. Even such a critical aspect as lack of funding for business isn't enough reason to give up on your goal. Oh my God, I've been saying this to people for the last week. Don't stop worrying about what you don't have. God asked Moses, what's in your hand? Use what you have. Get started. Do something. Pick up that piece of the puzzle, y'all. You have it. Just make your next move. Come on, everybody ought to pick up something and say, my next move. Even if it's picking up an ink pen to write it down. My next move. Do whatever you got to do. My next move. All right, there you go. And there she goes to say her next move.
My next move.
Here you go, Annette. My next move. But we applaud her. We applaud him 100%.
Yes.
A thumbs up. Yes. All righty. You have anything on that for him?
Yeah, I want to just say real quick. All of these, like I say, the last four people, we want to really tell those stories, and these are everyday people that some of them struggled and didn't know how they were going to make it and had obstacles, but they kept going. And so these like really motivational type stories, and let y'all know you can make it, y'all. I'm telling you. So yeah. And this is what we try to bring every week. We tell you other stories, but we always want to bring something inspirational and thought-provoking, and maybe challenge you to go to the next level in your own personal lives.
All right, the movers are picking up. They picking up. Yes, your next move. That's what I'm talking about. Just get it. Just use what you got. What's in your hand? What you got? Just pick it up and keep it moving. All right, fellas, come on. Let's take us to these last crazy moves.
Moving. We keep it moving.
Okay, here's a story for you. A pastor at a mega church based in Tulsa, Oklahoma, apologized for rubbing his spit on the member of his church as captured in a viral video. Boy, no. Pastor Michael Todd, who is one of the lead pastors at Transformation Church, said in a video that this demonstration during a sermon was disgusting and a distracting after watching footage back from the service. He said, what he said was, I was trying to make the word come alive, he said of the video, in which he spit in his hand twice before rubbing a man's face on stage in front of the congregants. Just before spitting on his hand, Todd said, receiving vision from God might get nasty. Yeah, he was right. It was nasty. The man on the stage next to Todd was identified as his brother, Brenton Todd, according to Tulsa World. In the video, there's an audible gasp from the audience, to which Todd responds, "How you just reacted is how the people in your life will react when God is doing what it takes for your miracle."
Mm.
And that's the story. But it's nasty because COVID is out there, number one, and it's just nasty.
It's nasty. We would have been fighting.
We would. I would have thought they said, they say try Jesus, don't try me. I don't know. I would have had to throw some hands because that's but let me say this. I see what he meant to try to make the word come alive. But I think I know he went too far with that demonstration. And you did it twice. Even that'd have been my brother. I don't care. My son, I love my sister. I may have had to swing on her. Don't spit on me, girl.
Listen. Somebody said, ain't that much love. I know that's my Angela. Just nasty. That is the most disgusting thing. You know what? A long time ago, and I kid you not, this happened. It's some people that I know, some friends of mine at church, and the pastor, they were getting ready, they were praying for people. Now, mind you, you're gonna spitting and hollering. I'm very particular about certain things, and so they were pouring the blessed oil, a little drop of blessed oil into these bottles of water, and he'll hold it up and pray over it, and he'll give it to people to drink the water. Now, mind you, he had been doing like this, him and everybody else, for weeks in that same oil with their finger, sticking their finger down in the bottle and anointing people and sweat and everybody's everything. And then you're going to pour oil in the water, and that ain't God. And I refuse to drink it. Ooh, they were hot with me. I don't care. If he would have rubbed his spit on me, we'd have been like, we'd have been rolling like that dude that swung on the dude in church. It would have been like that. She talking about, but this wasn't Acts, Romans, or Luke. I know that's right. That is disgusting.
But think about it. He tried to make it spiritual when the people were.
You can't over spiritualize stupidity.
But he tried when the people was, like, oh my God, what did he just do? Oh, this is how you react. No, that's not how I'm gonna react. Because what they reacted is you spitting on that boy. We're gonna be reacting for our blessing. I got a feeling it'll be a little different. Yeah, that's nasty.
Nasty. Ugh. I can't even think about that anymore. Fellas, come get this nasty spitting man off the stage so we can get our last top topic.
Moving, moving, moving. We keep it moving.
Oh my God.
That's nasty.
Oh, now this is another nasty story. This is cray beyond cray. An Instagram model's attempt to trap Drake goes hot and spicy. Allegedly, after an encounter, we're just going to call it an encounter between the two, Drake headed to the bathroom to get rid of the condom. The unidentified model apparently pretended like she had to use the restroom, and she then tried to fish the condom out of the trash, untied it, and insert the contents to herself to try to impregnate herself. The influencer allegedly screamed as Drake rushed back to check on her, and then later admitted that he poured a pack of hot sauce in the condom to kill the sperm. Drake, after the news got hot, apparently posted an Instagram post where it seemed that he took a dig at the unknown influencer, saying, you can have your 15 minutes of fame. I'll take the other 23 hours and 45 minutes. Now, I have a question. Is this a thing? Is this a thing that they do? I mean, I have seen some stuff in my lifetime. I have seen some stuff in my lifetime. Warning, I have created 54 jokes on this one topic. Hey, Jesse, I can just about imagine. I lived most of my life in the music industry, and I have seen some things, but I have never heard of anybody pouring hot sauce in a condom. Is this a thing?
Oh, I don't know. They may not. Some of our viewers probably will, but
I
no.
don't know. Y'all tell me, movers. Because I know we don't have no young movers on here. But y'all tell me, is this a thing? Because I'm just like,
I can see where it would alter whatever's in the semen. I can see, but who carries around a bottle of hot sauce? That's what he did.
he said it was a packet of hot sauce.
Okay.
He said a packet of hot sauce. I don't know, but I'm like, common sense for me would have said to like rinse it out or do something, flush it down the toilet. I don't know, but to pour hot sauce in it.
Yeah, but that's a shame. Trying to about money,
and then she's trying to fish it out of the trash. Oh my God, are women just that desperate? I hope not. This is alleged. I don't know because none of us were there. This is what's traveling all around, and it was sent to us by one of our viewers. And I was just like, what? And I started out, I said, no, I'm gonna talk about it because we ain't have nothing else a little juicy tonight. Y'all know we keep it light, but we keep it real. But this is some foolishness. Let me tell you something. I have seen some stuff that will probably blow your mind. I have seen it in the music industry, and I've seen the desperation of some people to get that 5 seconds of fame or to trap a man or to be, noticed by somebody. I've seen it in the manosphere and on YT. Many stated they're familiar with this home remedy, but the hot sauce does not kill the specimen. Oh, okay. Well, that is stupid. If he poured hot sauce in there, but I hope in one of them jokers start swimming and make a hot baby, which is what she was trying to do. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's just crazy. I've never heard of anything like that in my life, but I have heard of women going through desperate measures like that in order to try and get, I guess whatever they're trying to get. That's just foolish. Women should, listen, you ain't got to be that desperate. But I just had that thought because I was reading something where I saw. I was reading something about, and it's old news, and it was a young lady that I didn't know had a baby by these particular 2 rappers. And I'm like, what is it? Is that a thing? Like you just go and have babies with rappers or babies with football players so that you can get a good child support check forever? I don't get it. So it's just foolishness to me. And I'm like, my mind is like, go to school and get a job and get a career. Do something for yourself that you don't have to go and have a baby in order for you to have some relevance. She must have searched in the dark because she would have noticed the discoloration. You know what, Jesse? You always see that. She said she had 54 jokes. Oh my God. All right. Well, darling, for the one fishing in the trash, we don't know.
I hope that's not true.
I hope it's not true too, because that would be some. Boy, I would hate to be that girl, but they have not disclosed her identity. So thank God. Hopefully nobody finds out who she is. Hopefully they can keep that girl's name under wraps because that's a mess.
And she may want to get herself checked because if you got hot sauce, that could cause some type of issues.
I hope she
Oh
take
my
care
God,
of
bless her heart.
All right, good people. So we're gonna end it right there. So we thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We hope you got your laugh on. We hope you got a chance to be encouraged and inspired. We hope you got a chance to go. We hope you got your power with the power tool, and we hope you got all the tea that you could get from us tonight. So we have come to the close of our program. She had a desire for. She said she had 54 jokes. Oh my God.
What Angela said, Anita.
Speak of red hot chili. Y'all got jokes, movers. Angela, you gonna get you a bell too, baby. Oh my God. Hey, listen, y'all not gonna have my stomach hurt tonight. But I'm so glad we had this time together. But we gotta go. All right, so we've come to the close of our program. We thank you so much for joining us. You could have gone anywhere else. This has been such a great night. We love our movers. You guys know y'all make my week. I look forward to Wednesday every week. I can't wait for it to get here each and every week. So we're going to go on to our announcements going down. We ask that you do one thing for us, please, before you leave this show, that you would hit the like button and that you would also hit that subscribe button and hit the share button and then turn on your notifications so that you'll know when we are on. We want to see y'all. Oh, she's gonna keep singing. Child. And one of these days, I'm gonna pull out my mic and I'm gonna be like, Yeah. I was just some singing for real. Oh my gosh, she didn't want to wait until she they still going. But yeah, so here. You know what? Look at Angela. I'm trying to go. And this girl talking about it's better to marry than to burn. Oh man, yeah. So she said, "Thank you for the laugh, inspirational word, and for topics. Thank you all so much. Y'all are such a blessing. We like to have fun on here, and that's what it's about. It's the middle of the week, and we like to let our hair down and have a moment just to unleash and unwind, talk about some things, encourage you, inspire you, and then get your laugh on. The Bible says that laughter is a medicine. So that's what our goal is to do. So please make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Make sure you sow a seed. Seed into good soil. We are a nonprofit organization. We have a lot of things that are going on. A lot of, you know what? You got a movement worldwide back here, add on to it. Get it while it's hot. We're gonna, we got a lot going on. We ask that you please sow a seed. It's good seed into good soil, and you can sow via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide. That's $Movement Worldwide. He made her hot, girl. Yes, he did. Hot in all the ways that probably shouldn't have. So Cash App $Movement Worldwide. They still going. Cash App $Movement Worldwide, or you can opt to become a patron. You can become a patron by going to patreon.com/movement worldwide, or you can go to our website, movementworldwide.org, and you can click the button. You can click the red button that says become a patron, and that will take you to patreon.com, where you can set up your account and set your amount. We ask for $12 a month. That's 40 cents a day. Or you can set your own amount for more, or you can just drop us a seed via Cash App. We don't care. Look, every seed is a good seed. Seed into good soil. We always pray that it returns 100-fold. And guess what? What's most important is that we're sitting here laughing with y'all at these comments about this girl with this hot sauce. This means more to us than anything, but we do need the seed. We ain't gonna lie. We're gonna tell you we need the seed. So we pray that you sow a seed into good soil. You can also follow us on all social media platforms. Look for that Globe Movement Worldwide, and you follow us. You can also email us at info@movementworldwide.org. Now I'm going to give the rundown of what we got going on all week. We got a whole lot going on. Still going. Bourbon. Okay. So we have a whole lot going on all week, so I'm going to run it down. We start off Tuesday nights with Annette L with TNT. That's Tuesday Night Talk, where we take flight and soar. That's speak, orate, articulate, and reverberate. I did the jiggy. No. That's soar, speak, orate, articulate, and reverberate. And that's on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. live on this platform, Facebook and YouTube. And then on Wednesday nights, we're right back here with Can We Talk? We start off with our transformational topic, things to make you go, where you can think about those things from practical statements that we come from the word, and we give you some life lessons. That's our transformational topic. And then we go to our power tool, that hard to have conversation, where we go into the places that people want to sweep under the rug. Yep, we're going to deal with that for you, and we're going to go deal with that. That's our power tool. And then we go to the fun stuff that we're laughing about with all these burning comments about the girl with the hot sauce. We go to our tea time topics, where we keep it light but keep it real, and that's every Wednesday at 7 p.m. live right here on Facebook and YouTube. And then on Friday nights, if you're not on Clubhouse, you need to get there. I don't care how you get there, just get there if you can. Oh, I used to love Olita Adams. So get to Clubhouse, and we are on the listen. If you don't know how to download the app, We have made it easy for you. You see the movers ain't got no sense, right? We have made it easy for you. Bam! You can text the word movers to 954-820-5050. 954-820-5050. What? 954-820-5050. What? 954. Uh-oh. Go there. Go there. Ow. Okay, she prepping up something. So go to text the word movers to 954-820-5050, and you will get a link to us on Friday nights at 8 p.m. live on Clubhouse. And then first and third Saturdays, you can get another link sent to you for our Clubhouse that we are on with the collaboration, Praying Through the Pandemic. And that's every Saturday at 10, every first and third Saturday, at 10 a.m., Praying Through the Pandemic with the collaboration. And then on Sunday, you can meet us right back here on the same platform, Facebook and YouTube Live, for Power Walk Sunday, where we inspire and motivate you to walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction, where there is always,
always.
Somebody got you laughing.
Well, Angela.
Angela's crazy.
Always. I got it.
Always. One of these days, we're going to have some movers come on here and say, always.
Yes,
but there is always a word for you. So please, ma'am, please, sir, make sure you are tuned in. We got something going on all week. Annette, you want to say something before we leave?
Oh, you know what? I just want to thank everybody for sharing with us. We love what we do. Thank you so much for participating. It helps us too. And you know, with all the burn jokes, it was really good. I tell you the truth. So thank y'all so much. When you come back next week, bring somebody. We would appreciate it so much because there's room at our table. We made sure that.
Where the table is spread and the feast of the Lord is going on. Mm-hmm. All right, then, good people. Well, it's time. It's time to make a change. We are the people who can do it. All right, now we're about to go. We love y'all. Be safe. Enjoy the balance of your week. And Annette's got her heart up. We love y'all. Appreciate you. And we'll see you the next time. Good night, everybody.
Walk into your God-given destiny with power and conviction with Power Walk Sunday. Each and every Sunday at 10 a.m. live on multiple platforms. TNT, that's Tuesday Night Talk with Annette L. Anderson, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. live on multiple platforms. Go where you can soar. That's Speak It, Orated, Articulated, and Reverberated. When we eat well, we live well, and all will be well. Go to elbewell.com, join the journey, and take your life back. You can also join Eat Well, Live Well, Be Well every second and fourth Saturday at 3 p.m. for Be Well, a health and wellness series. If you don't have your copy, get yours today at Amazon.com. That's Living Life One Quote at a Time by Annette L. Anderson. Helping us grow spiritually together. Tired of the fluff and puff of playing church? Ready to be a powerful vessel? Ready to work the word? Join Connie Green every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. And we're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. live with Can We Talk? Your co-hosts, Annette L. Anderson and Anita Faye Wilson, with Tea Time Topics, where we discuss trending subjects and current events. You can also discuss these with your Can We Talk coffee mug. Email us at info@movementworldwide.org. They're $15, and that includes shipping. Make a donation via Cash App at $Movement Worldwide, or go to our website, click the Patron button, and sow a seed of $12 per month. That's 40 cents a day. Whatever the seed, it's greatly appreciated. Be sure to follow us on all platforms. Click the notification button, subscribe, like, and don't forget to share.